are represented by Wyszynski, semi-finalist, Kowaluk, Adamczuk, and the man who was fifth in the 400 meters final, Victor Suawa, bringing them home. Mexico, though, will be very strong. Plenty of quality with Felix Figa, Jimenez Perez, Ramez Rios, and the men's 400 meters champion, Mendoza Falcon. We just skipped past Japan with Kawauchi, Yamashita, Sumaya, and Kitadani. Kazakhstan, Zen, Sokolov, Yasmarov, and Litvin, the silver medalists in the 400 flat. South Africa, Mogawane, Zene, Zeliga, and Isaac. The bronze medalists in the flat four. Thailand, represented by Shanti, Kontrapan, Trippa, and Songkramthram. And on the inside, the Czech Republic with a Slipty, Tusha,
yeah, baby.
Greece, who's a 1500 meter runner, and the usual man at the end, Vic Muller. Yukash Potpot and Philip Schneider were in the bronze medal winning team 2 years ago, but they were both in action earlier today, and so they've been given the rest of the Universiade off, unsurprisingly. Czech Republic, the only one of the medalists from Taipei in this final.
Yeah, baby.
2019 World University Games. So then 4 laps to see who will take over from the two-time reigning champions of the Dominican Republic, who are not back to defend their title. No Juan dos Santos, who won the 400 meter hurdles 2 years ago, and no Linguin Santos, who won the flat 4 2 years ago. But the Mexicans are represented by the current holder of that title. We will see him later on. So then, at the beginning and straight away, round this second bend, South Africa look as though they are quite well placed on the inside. We will get a true reflection of the standings when they come round the next bend. Poland with Katen Jasinski handing on to 400 meter flat semi-finalist Dariusz Kowaluk. Poland always good with the baton in their hands over the 4x4. And Kowaluk has gone off well, but inside it's as we suspected. South Africa will take the lead, but that's quite a bend they've run by the pole. South Africa's Mogawane has handed on to the 5,000 meter man, Zakithi Zene. South Africa here striding on. Japan in third place at the moment with Yoshihiro Sumaya, who had the Yan Hamashita, who was fourth in the 200 meters final. Mexico's Jimenez Perez hands on to the 200 meter semi-finalist, Ramirez Rios. South Africa now building a big lead. John Randolph Seliga reached the semi-finals of the flat 400 with the baton in hand. Poland now in second place. They have Patrick Adamczyk chasing after the South African. Meanwhile, the Mexicans desperately trying to get into contention with 200 meter semi-finalist Ramirez Rios. He needs to get that baton to the 400 meter gold medalist Mendoza Falcon with some kind of a gap that they can bridge in the final lap, and he's doing his best here. This is a fine leg by the Mexican Ramirez Rios going into third place, but it's going to be South Africa who hand on in the lead. Gardeo Isaacs, bronze medalist in the 400 meters, has now got to beat the man who won it. Japan have the baton in the hands of the man who was 8th in that final, Naoki Kitadani. And you can see that slightly hunched style of the Mexican Mendoza Falcon that did him no harm at all in the 400. He came from right behind in the individual. He's got to do it again here in the team event. But South Africa still holding on. It's going to be an almighty scrap. Japan not out of it either. Neither are Poland. Here they come, and here he comes. The individual gold medalist is going to do it again. Mendoza Falcon makes it a double gold for Mexico. South Africa, I think, just held on for the silver from a very fast finishing Poland. So the title stays on the American side of the Atlantic Ocean. What a great third leg that was by Ramirez Rios. It really was. It gave Mendoza Falcon the chance to chase down, and he obviously loves coming from behind. Yes, not surprising the scream comes out. Well, Camilo's chances for Brazil in the 4x1 of getting a third gold medal might have ended with injury, but Mexico, their chances of getting the double gold for the individual champion Mendoza Falcon really came together on that third leg. Well, the Mexicans certainly didn't have their strongest runners on legs 1 and 2, but they too did enough to keep them in touch. Kazakhstan were never really in touch. Poland, who have taken so many European titles in the past, and indeed world titles as well at the World Championships, not quite the quartet to be able to challenge for gold this time around, but they gave it a good go. Quartet of Dyshinsky, 400-meter silver medalist Kowaluk, Adamczyk, and their anchorman Victor Sowawa, who was 5th in the 400 meters flat, coming home to bronze in the end. South Africa just surviving that scrap to the line as Japan miss out on the medals altogether. He is an unusual looking runner. Never seen a sprinter who sort of crouches forward, but there's no denying his speed. Those long legs taking him past the South African. But Gardeo Isaacs did very well to hold on for the silver medal. But it's gold for Mexico. And a double gold for their new star Mendoza Falcon. Mexicans in the crowd thrilled with that. It's been a great championships for them. You don't generally get Mexicans who are fast over the sprints, but here they found one. Mexico take the gold in 3:02.89. South Africa just hold on to the silver medal from Poland, as Japan will run out of it in that last 100 meters. But it was a cracking finish to a cracking race and a cracking championships too.
Yeah, baby.
And the list includes South Africa, Poland, Mexico, Canada, Ukraine, Germany, Australia, but the United States of America are non-starters. So in Australia, out in lane 7, with Poland, who was sitting in the 400-meter hurdles, leading off, herring across Wassily, who was a semi-finalist in the 200 meters. The Germans are packed with quality.
Yeah, baby.
Poland, herring, Trost, and Wassily. Ukraine, Nikolenko. Klimek was 8th in the final of the 400. Holinieva and the 4th finisher, Canada has Scherer, Westaway, Bouchard, Price. Mexico with Corona, Aguillon, Ramirez, Cook, Martinez, and the 400-meter gold medalist Paula Moran Erejón. Poland's Palis, Kalas, Brona, and the bronze medalist from the hurdles Anna Dobek gold for them in lane 2. And for South Africa, Bilt, Rogel, Joseph, Niel Muller, and the 400-meter hurdle silver medalist Van der Waals on the final leg. Poland took this title 2 years ago. Of course, they had the great Margazata Holokovic, the 400-meter individual champion in their ranks that time. They had Justina Sviki as well, another great of the European athletics circuit as well. Mexico are back to see whether they can upgrade on the silver medal they took in Taipei. With Paula Moran again on their antelope. Away we go then, 4 laps of this 400-meter track. 3 changeovers, 4 ladies in each team, looking to see whether or not any of them can stop Poland, making it 3 titles in a row. The Poles led off by Anna Dorato-Palis straight away. Ukraine, though, have Maria Mikolenko, who was 4th in the 400-meter hurdles final. You won't see the real spread of the athletes until they come round the bend on the second leg. It looks like Ukraine's Mikolenko is going well. Jamila Boom of Germany is leading off for them. She was 6th in that 400-meter hurdles final. And at the moment, the Canadians with Zoe Sherrup handing over to Jenna Westerway may well have the lead. Westerway, who was 5th in the 800 meters final. That was last night, and it looks like she has a clear lead at the moment. The Australians on the outside have a little bit of catching up to do. Morgan Mitchell, who was a finalist in the 800, has got the baton for them. And it's split up into 2 races at the moment. The Poles, a little bit surprising perhaps, are in that 5th place position. However, Mariola Callas is now trying to bridge the gap to the front 4. Canada still leading, South Africa in 2nd place. Rogel Joseph, who was a 8th place finisher in the 400-meter hurdles, has the baton for them. The Germans now coming through. Christina Herring, the 800-meter silver medalist, handing it over now to Katharina Trost. South Africa still well placed, and the others have managed to bridge the gap. It's become 1 race again. This is going to be close. Ukraine again go in front. It's Anastasia Holyanieva who has the baton for them. Germany, the baton in the hands now of Trost. She's in 2nd place, with the Poles having bridged that gap. That was a great second leg by Karas. It's Alicia Bronya who now has the baton. And the Ukrainians have gone way in front. Germany's Trost in 2nd place at the moment. It's a real fight for the minor medal. But this is quite a leg by Holyanieva. And she's giving Tatiana Melnik, the woman who just missed out on a medal in the flat 400, a great chance here to win the title. Wow, look at that. She's taken 20 meters out of everybody else in 1 lap. Ukraine first then, and the Mexicans have come through, and it's the 400-meter gold medalist Paula Moran Errejón who has the baton. She looked like she ran out of puff a little bit in the semis, but was she just laying it off so that she could take this on in the relay? I really don't think anybody's going to catch the Ukrainians, though. They still have a 20-meter lead, but Moran is beginning to try and bridge that gap. She's certainly made silver safe, I think. She's got a 5 or 6 meter gap now on everybody else. Ukraine are leading the rest, with Mexico in 2nd, Australia battling it out with Poland for the bronze medal. Ukraine are going to come through to take the gold medal. Mexico will take the silver medal, and Australia are going to just hold on for the bronze, despite the fast finish from Anna Dobek, who won bronze individually in the 1-lap hurdles. But Australia's Gabriella O'Grady, who was 7th in the flat 400, just had enough to take her across the line for 3rd. But that victory for Ukraine built almost entirely on a superb 3rd leg from Anastasia Holyanieva. Holyanieva, who didn't run in an individual event, but has certainly played her part in winning this gold medal in the women's 4x4. It was the Canadians who got out to the best start at the beginning. But Tatiana Melnik, the opportunity to just bring it home. And that she certainly did. In the end, you have to say that that wasn't, didn't look like it was going to be as clear a victory as it turned out early on in the race. But Melnik, who missed out on a bronze medal by about a quarter of a second in the flat 400, clearly there with a massive win in the 4x4. Have to make do with the silver medal for the second games in a row. Ukraine take the gold medal, Mexico again take the silver, and Australia come through to take the bronze medal by just 0.03 of a second from Poland.
Mexico second position, 3 minutes 32.63. Australia fourth,
Or the look on the face where he was a little frustrated by that.
Signore e signori, il podio di Napoli 2019.
So Ukraine take the title of the 4x400 meters relay ahead of Mexico. Nothing that the individual champion Moran Errejón could do.